All right, so now that you've created your accounts and we've gone through the end-to-end process, let's go ahead and create our first gig. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through the first method that we mentioned before, which is to sell copywriting services. So now I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step procedure and process on how you can actually upload your first gig for this type of service. So before we go ahead with that, you want to make sure that you are signed in to Fiverr, and you'll most likely be seeing this screen right here. And what you want to do is at the top right, it will actually say switch to selling. So we're going to go ahead and switch to the selling account that we have. Because once you do register with Fiverr, it gives you access to both the buying and the selling side. Once you're here, what you want to do is go ahead and click My Business and Gigs. What this will do is will take you to all the already made gigs that you have. And what we're going to do is click Create New Gig right here. So once you do that, we can get started with exactly what we're going to be doing today. So I'll go through all the different things that you need to add to create your first ever gig. But please make sure that if you do this, you can always add your own creativity and change up a little bit on whatever I'm telling you today. And you can also access our resources to see some different types of titles, perhaps some different types of methods that you can actually upload onto your first gig. So for this part, I'll take you through some basic titles and basic language that I've been using for the gigs, and you can do the same thing. So the first gig title we'll do is, let's talk about professional copywriting services. So over here, we'll say, I will do professional copywriting and SEO website content. So this is a generic title that a lot of users use. So don't be afraid to kind of use this for your own title as well. Next, what we're going to go ahead and do is select our categories. So for the category, we'll actually select writing and translation is what we want to do because we are doing a copywriting service. And from the subcategory, we're actually just going to go ahead and select website content because we want to focus our copywriting services for web content. For the languages, I usually just go ahead and select English, but if you are multilingual, please go ahead and select all the different languages that you are able to create these copywriting services for. This will allow you to reach out to a much greater audience as well. For the content type over here, this is very important because it will tell the users and clients what exactly which types of pages you're able to do copywriting for. So for this one, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and select just a few categories on this. So usually what I would like to do is I click the sales, the landing page, the product page is quite easy. About us is also doable. We're going to ignore the FAQ because it's a little bit difficult to do through ChatGPT. Contact us is fine as well. And we can also do some generic content and homepage. And so these are the ones I would suggest that you select. Now for the search tags, what these search tags are, they're just kind of buzzwords, as this explains here, that will kind of get your content out to different audiences. So when people do make searches, they're able to access your gig that you're going to be posting. So for copywriting, here are some of the ones that I use, but please, once again, do check out the resources for some other search tags that I've included in there as well. So over here, we're going to do copywriting, website content. We'll also add in SEO because we are going to be doing SEO based. We'll say description because if someone wants to just write some sort of description on their landing page, and then we can add something like make website. All right, so it is a 5 tag maximum, so we'll keep these 5 in for now, but you can always go back and change this afterwards. All right, so now we're going to be going on towards our pricing packages. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the scope and pricing. So some of the words and content that I'll be using here, you can find this all in the resources. And this is because there are various different ways you can kind of position your packages so that they reach the target audience. Now, the way I do it is I take a generic approach and use some of the terminology which will appeal to certain type of consumers, but then the other packages will kind of target a specific audience as well. So for the basic one, I usually just try to write something like impactful copywriting. And this one does not have to be that intense and doesn't have to be too in-depth. So for this, we'll just say this is perfect for small websites with 2 to 3 pages to describe their product, the product, or even if it's just their company's or organization's goal. So we'll do that. And then for the standard package, we'll say something like, we'll be using a little bit more SEO here. So we'll say compelling writing for conversion. So this is not directly sales-oriented conversion, but maybe this will push consumers and our clients to think that if they select the standard package, maybe we can incorporate some SEO writing, which will target the audience that they want. So for this, we'll say this is going to be SEO optimized writing, which is great for longer pages and detailed descriptions. Now for the premium package, this will be the all full-fledged package, which will include some sales-oriented premium writing. And the reason why I use premium is it's a subjective terminology. So your clients can definitely take this and understand that, oh, premium might just mean the best writing there is. And it's good to let them think that, because we want our consumers to understand that we do provide that type of service. So in the description, we'll say something like in-depth descriptions using SEO and primarily focused on sales conversions. And this is okay for us to do because when we go to ChatGPT, we can actually tell it to output us the description and copywriting that's focused on sales conversions. For delivery time, let's just say 2 days delivery across all of these packages. And this is only because even though ChatGPT does allow us to do this within a matter of seconds, we want to make sure we incorporate the time that it'll take to go back and forth with the client. Sometimes the client may be a little harsh, or maybe they might be easier, but sometimes they'll give you some of the content back to reword, perhaps. So we'll give ourselves 2 days for all of them. The number of pages, we'll go ahead and say 3 because we did say 3 for this. And we'll say the same number of pages for this, but this is going to be with SEO. For premium packages, we'll go ahead and select 5, but please feel free to change this up based on however you would like to. For basic, all we're going to say is there's no SEO. And for the other packages, we can go ahead and select all of them. And for revisions, we'll also say unlimited because we can go back and forth as many times until they're happy. If we do add some sort of restriction to revisions, I have seen a lot of users not getting enough clients because they're worried that after 1 or 2 revisions, they might not be happy with the product. And then they're just left with something that they can't even use. So we'll leave this as unlimited. Once again, the pricing now is a little bit of a subjective thing. I've done quite a bit of research on different users that do offer copywriting services. And with that, I've determined the 3 numbers that I'm about to put here. You can also use these numbers when you're uploading your first gig as well. But you can also change it up if, let's say, you want to get just more consumers in the beginning to start off with. Maybe you can go for a more pricely competitive market and price your products a little bit lower. Let's say $20 or $30 for the basic and going upwards from there. For now, let's just say we're going to do a generic gig. I've noticed that $45 for a basic does seem to be on the lower end for basic packages. And then for standard, we'll say 60, and then I'll say 100 for the premium. So that's the pricing for that. We're not going to offer any additional services. And this is only because whatever is provided is provided. So we'll just unselect these 2. And we'll also unselect any sort of additional revision for money because we are doing unlimited revisions. So that's the pricing. And we can now continue to go on to do our, I believe it's the descriptions and FAQ. Yep. Okay, so the cool thing about descriptions is actually the fact that we can use ChatGPT to generate the description for us. So we can head over to ChatGPT and log in. And all we have to do is type in a prompt that I'll show you in just a bit. And we can add that description in here to use for our first gig. Okay, so once you've gone into ChatGPT and logged in, we can actually go ahead and type in the prompt that will actually give us the gig description that we want. So all we have to do is type in here, write a gig description for Fiverr to sell copywriting and SEO content services. All right. So ChatGPT will actually go ahead and type in a whole response or a description that we would need to put into our description. The only downside of this is that we do have a 1200 character limit. So we will have to make some adjustments to this to ensure that it does fit within the description restrictions. So there you go. We've actually got a crazy description that we can use now for our services. So before doing this, all we have to do is just take this, copy it over to this and see how many words. Okay, so we're well within the limits of the character limit. So I'm just going to go ahead and enter space to kind of differentiate the paragraphs that we have. I think there's one more right here as well. Awesome. So just another key point, I usually like to add a small little bullet point in front of all of this. And it's just to say that you do have some sort of customizations to the packages. So you can over here say the pricing packages can be customized. So please feel free to message me if you want something specific. And what this does, and I'm actually going to go ahead and just highlight it here, is what this does is that when consumers come onto your gig and they see that they don't actually fit into any of the packages, they can reach out to you and get a customized package. And this is a great way to actually attract more consumers and get their services so that you're not basically rooting out all the people that might want some sort of customized package. So there you go, and that's what we're going to do for the description. Now, for the next part, which is the frequently asked questions, there's a great way of doing this actually, and I've noticed that doing my research, a lot of the users that offer their copywriting services, they actually have they have a generic FAQ based questions. So a lot of their questions are similar across all the users that I've seen. So in that case, what we can do is actually just open up a new tab and sign into your Fiverr. If you've already signed in, then great. What we're going to do is we're going to switch to the buying side. By doing this, we can actually access the copywriting services and other people that are using these services. And so we'll type in copywriting here. We'll go into any random ones. You can go scroll down a little bit and click a few of these. So I'll just click this person's gig here. And what I'll do is I'll scroll down and usually they will have an FAQ. Well, there you go. So these FAQs you can easily pick up and just use as your own. So what you can do is just quickly highlight this, copy it, and you can go to your own frequently asked questions, add it in, and just come up with some sort of answer for it using the answer that they've used as well. So over here, if they use something like this, you can kind of go in and change it up a little bit so that you're not copywriting someone else's work. And you can also just add a bunch of these other frequently asked questions. So go ahead and do that. Take a little bit of time. Go to different postings. I do recommend that you click on other people's services. And what you can do is just scroll down and you'll see different types of frequently asked questions. And this will help you develop your own FAQ as well. Okay, so I actually went ahead and just added a couple of questions that I got from different users, and I kind of changed up the writing so that I've answered it to my best knowledge and using my own wording. All right, so once we're done with the FAQ, let's now discuss the requirement section. This section is something your clients will have to fill out to give you information that you need to perform the service. And since we are doing copywriting, we do require some general information that will really help guide our prompts for ChatGPT. So let's add these three requirements here, and you can reword this if you want. But for now, I'm going to add the following three things that I would need from my client. So the first one, I'll just go ahead and click add question there. And the first one that I'm going to say is, please provide which pages you require for copywriting. This way we can basically incorporate into our prompt in ChatGPT what sort of page we want to output for copywriting. So we'll keep this as a free text format. And what this means is, how do you want your users to respond to you? Do you want numbers? Do you want free text, multiple choice, or do you need them to attach something? So this is kind of a way to basically guide how your users should respond to you. We're going to go ahead and leave this as free text. So I've added that one. The next question that I'm going to add here is provide a brief description of the organization or the website's purpose. Now, what this will do is it will really guide how we want the copywriting to be done, because the user is looking for something specific and they are aiming to target either a specific audience of theirs, or they're trying to convert certain sales into leads or convert their leads into revenue generating clients. So we want to understand what the purpose of the service is. So we'll go ahead and add that question. And then for the last one, I'm going to just ask them if they have any sort of current templates or information that you already have. So this can be leveraged in doing the work for ourselves as well. So that's these three questions. They're very generic and brief. It'll help us guide our prompts in ChatGPT. And if we do need anything else from the client, there will be an open communication through the chat function that Fiverr provides. So once we've added this, we're basically done creating this gig. The only thing that is left for you to do is add some images within the gallery section, which if we click save and continue, you'll be able to see. So once you're in the gallery section, there's some images over here where you can add. And this is actually a great way for you to promote your business and enhance how it looks and attract more consumers. And this is something we will be talking about in the next few sections. So before I show you that, I want to make sure I've covered all the other services that we're going to be talking about today. So I will show you how we can set up the gigs for the other two services. And if you do want, however, to finish this listing to the end, you can go ahead and click on section 7. And over there, you'll see how you can create your own advertisement to brand and position yourself for success. But if you do want to understand and learn how we can also post a gig for product descriptions as well as articles and blogs, please do stick around and we will be discussing that within the next 2 lectures.